Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into the world of coin collecting and investment. Now, you might be thinking, coins, really? But trust me, this isn't your grandpa's hobby anymore. We're talking about tangible assets with real historical significance and the potential for serious returns. If you're looking to diversify your portfolio, these coins are a great place to start. Unlike stocks that can fluctuate wildly, or real estate that ties up a ton of cash, rare coins offer a unique combination of historical value and potential for appreciation. And the best part is you can get started with a relatively small investment. Over the next few minutes, I'm going to break down the top 10 coins that should be on every investor's radar in 2025. We'll be talking about their history, rarity, and most importantly, their potential for profit. So, whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just starting out, stick around and let's get into it. Kicking off our list at number 10 is the 1909S VDB Lincoln Scent. Now, don't let the word penny fool you. This is not your average pocket change. Minted for only 1 year in San Francisco, this coin is instantly recognizable by the prominent VDB initials of its designer, Victor David Brenner, on the reverse. You see, back then, putting your initials on a coin was a pretty big deal, and it caused quite the controversy. People thought it was way too showy, and the initials were quickly removed from future designs. This makes the 1909S VDB Lincoln Scent a key piece of numismatic history. But here's where it gets interesting. Only 484,000 of these coins were ever minted, making them incredibly rare, especially in good condition. Think about it, that was over 100 years ago. How many of these pennies do you think survived in pristine condition? Not many, and that's why even in average condition, these pennies can fetch a couple $100. But if you happen to find one in uncirculated mint condition, you could be looking at thousands of dollars. Now that's what I call a pretty penny. Next up, at number 9, we have a coin that's shrouded in mystery and intrigue. The 1933 St. Gordon's Double Eagle. Picture this, it's the height of the Great Depression, and America is on the brink of economic collapse. President Roosevelt issues an executive order effectively banning the private ownership of gold. Millions of these beautiful $20 gold coins, designed by the legendary Augustus St. Gordon's, are melted down before they even see the light of day. But a few of them escaped. Rumors persist of a handful of these coins slipping out of the mint, finding their way into private collections and disappearing into the annals of history. And that's what makes the 1933 Double Eagle so captivating. It's a symbol of a turbulent time in American history, a ghost from a bygone era. To this day, it remains one of the most sought-after coins in the world. In fact, one of the few known surviving examples sold at auction in 2002 for a record-breaking $7.59 million. Now that's what I call a legendary coin. Coming in at number 8 is a coin that proves sometimes even the mint makes mistakes. I'm talking about the 1913 Liberty Head nickel. Here's the story. In 1913, the US Mint was supposed to switch over from the Liberty Head design to the new Buffalo nickel, but somehow a handful of Liberty Head nickels were struck with the 1913 date. Nobody knows for sure how it happened, but these coins, originally thought to be fakes, are now considered some of the most valuable nickels in the world. Only 5 are known to exist, each with its own unique story and provenance. One of them even belonged to a guy named George O. Walton, who was carrying it around in his pocket for years, completely unaware of its true value. He thought it was just a regular nickel. Sadly, George passed away in a car accident before he could cash in on his lucky find. But his story, and the mystery surrounding the 1913 Liberty Head nickel, continues to fascinate collectors and investors alike. Chapter 4, 1794. Flowing hair, silver dollar, the dawn of American coinage. At number 7, we were going back to the very beginning, the birth of American coinage with the 1794 flowing hair silver dollar. This is it, the first dollar coin ever struck by the newly established United States Mint. It features a beautiful design of Lady Liberty with flowing hair, symbolizing freedom and a fresh start for a young nation. But this coin isn't just historically significant, it's incredibly rare. Only around 1,750 of these coins are estimated to have been struck, and even fewer survive today. Now, if you find one of these in your attic, don't get too excited just yet. The value of a 1794 flowing hair silver dollar can vary greatly depending on its condition and variety. Some minor varieties, like the ones with different silver plug sizes, can be worth tens of thousands of dollars. But a top condition, perfectly preserved specimen, we're talking millions. In 2013, a 1794 flowing hair dollar, graded specimen 66 by PGGS, sold for a record-breaking $10 million at auction. That's right, $10 million for a single coin. Chapter 5, 1804. Draped bust dollar, the king of American coins. Coming in at number 6 is a coin that's often called the king of American coins, the 1804 draped bust dollar. This coin has a fascinating history shrouded in mystery and intrigue. You see, the 1804 draped bust dollar wasn't actually minted in 1804. Confused? Let me explain. The US Mint continued to use the same dies from 1803 to strike a limited number of silver dollars in 1804. However, decades later, the Mint decided to create special sets of coins representing all the US coin denominations struck up to that point. They mistakenly included the 1804 draped bust dollar in the set, even though it shouldn't have existed. This error, coupled with the coin's rarity and stunning design, has made it one of the most desirable and valuable coins in the world. Only 15 specimens are known to exist, each one a national treasure. In 2008, an 1804 draped bust dollar, graded proof 68 by PCGs, sold at auction for a jaw-dropping $3,737,500, solidifying its place as one of the most expensive coins ever sold. Chapter 6, 1943, Copper Penny. A wartime anomaly worth a small fortune. Number 5 on our list is a penny that's worth more than meets the eye, the 1943 copper penny. Now, this isn't your average Lincoln Cent. During World War II, copper was in high demand for ammunition and other war materials. So the US Mint decided to make pennies out of steel and coat them with zinc to save copper for the war effort. But, as it turns out, a few pennies were accidentally struck in copper that year, probably due to leftover copper planchets in the minting process. These copper pennies are incredibly rare, with only an estimated 40 known to exist. They're like needles in a haystack, and if you happen to find one, you're holding a piece of history. In 2010, a 1943 copper penny in uncirculated condition sold for a whopping $1,700,000 at auction. Not bad for a penny, right? So the next time you're digging through your change jar, keep an eye out for that 1943 copper penny. You never know. You might just be sitting on a gold mine. Chapter 7. At number 4, we have a coin that takes us back to the earliest days of the United States, the 1787 Brasher Debloon. This coin is steeped in history, named after Ephraim Brasher, a prominent goldsmith and neighbor of George Washington himself. Now, back then, the United States Mint wasn't quite up and running yet, so private goldsmiths like Brasher stepped in to fill the void. Brasher struck a small number of these gold coins, each one bearing his EB hallmark, a symbol of quality and craftsmanship. The Brasher Debloon is considered one of the rarest and most valuable coins in American numismatics. Only 7 are known to exist, and they rarely come up for sale. In fact, the last time a Brasher Debloon hit the auction block was in 2011, where it fetched a cool $7.4 million. That's right, over $7 million for a single coin. It's a testament to the enduring allure of rare coins and their ability to capture the imagination of collectors and investors alike. Coming in at number 3 is a coin that's considered by many to be the most beautiful ever struck by the United States Mint, the 1907 St. Gaudens Double Eagle. Designed by the renowned sculptor Augustus St. Gaudens, this $20 gold coin features a stunningly detailed image of Lady Liberty striding confidently forward. But here's the thing. The original design, with its high relief and intricate details, proved too difficult to strike properly. Most of the 1907 St. Gaudens Double Eagles were struck with a lower relief to make the minting process easier. However, a limited number of the high-relief coins were struck, And those are the ones that collectors drool over. These high-relief beauties are incredibly rare and valuable. In fact, one of the finest known examples, graded MS67 by PCGs, sold for a record-breaking $18.9 million at auction in 2021. That's right, almost $19 million for a single coin. At number 2, we have a coin that proves even a dime can be worth a fortune, the 1916D Mercury Dime. This tiny coin, struck at the Denver Mint, is one of the rarest and most valuable dimes in US history. You see, the 1916D Mercury Dime was only minted for a short period and very few were produced. In fact, it's estimated that only about 264,000 of these dimes were ever struck. To put that into perspective, that's less than half the number of 1,909 VDB Lincoln Scents. And to make matters even more interesting, many of these dimes were melted down over the years, making them even rarer today. So if you happen to find a 1916D Mercury Dime in your change jar, don't spend it. Even in average condition, these dimes can fetch hundreds of dollars. And if you're lucky enough to find one in uncirculated mint condition, you could be looking at tens of thousands of dollars. And finally, at number 1, we have a coin that's both rare and a bit quirky, the 1937D three-legged buffalo nickel. Now you might be thinking, three-legged, what's that all about? Well, it's exactly what it sounds like. Due to a minting error, some buffalo nickels struck at the Denver Mint in 1937 appear to have a buffalo standing on only 3 legs. The 4th leg is either completely missing or barely visible, as if the buffalo is about to take a step. This bizarre error is thought to have occurred because of a misaligned die during the minting process. And as you can imagine, these 3-legged nickels are highly sought after by collectors. They're a fascinating example of how even a small minting error can turn an ordinary coin into a valuable collectible. Depending on the condition and the severity of the error, these nickels can be worth anywhere from a few $100s to several $1,000s. So, there you have it, the top 10 coins to collect for investment in 2025. From pennies to double eagles, these coins offer a fascinating glimpse into history while also holding the potential for significant returns. Remember, coin collecting is a marathon, not a sprint. It takes time, patience, and knowledge to build a valuable collection. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more investment tips. Let us know in the comments which coin you're most excited to add to your collection.